What's good with you? I don't know what the fuck that shit just did. Phone was just tweaked out. But I'm gonna make a video for the other day. I got my soup, I got my vape, and I'm promoting my businesses everywhere. I got fucking taken off a Mark Kari. I don't even know why. Basically what happened was this nigga pretty much wanted me to sell my shit to him for 700, and I wasn't doing that shit. So I guess a nigga reported me or some shit like that. What's up, y'all? Coolin'. So I guess a nigga. Thank you. These are $20 off of Temu. Yep, Temu got that shit, man. But the nigga basically wanted the watch for $700. So I was like, I'm not giving him. I'm not selling that shit for 700, bro. Cause I'm barely gonna get a profit. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it like this time too. I didn't wait 2 weeks to only profit $200 fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks to a month to only profit $200. That's not worth it. You know? So think about your time too when you're doing that shit. But pretty much what I want y'all to understand is, like, right now, my life, I'm in a transitional stage. And basically what that shit means is, that means that I'm transitioning. And what it means to transition is you're transforming. So everybody that's trying to level up is gonna go through this phase. And it's one of the hardest phases because think about it like a Super Saiyan transformation. If you watch Dragon Ball Z, you know when Goku was first trying to go Super Saiyan, that was the hardest fucking transformation for him ever. It took him like 7 fucking episodes just to do it, bruh. That shit was hard. And y'all gotta understand that but after he did it, everything else became way easier. It's the same thing with life and transitional phases and leveling up. When you level up, when you're in the transitional phase, it's gonna be one of the hardest things you ever did, one of the hardest phases you ever went through, one of the most painful phases. You're gonna lose friends, family, girls, all that shit, but you gotta stay true to yourself in the midst of it. Because as long as you don't lose yourself, you winning. As long as you don't lose yourself, you winning. You get what I'm saying? So we're gonna walk and talk, y'all. Because I feel like walking. No, I'm not gonna cry. This soup hot as shit. But it's gonna be one of the hardest phases of your life, because the transitional stage, this is the beauty of it. If you come out on the other side, you just leveled up. Congratulations. You just leveled up. You were part of the big boy stage. You in the big leagues now. You in a different bracket. You know? Congratulations. But here's what people don't tell you about it. You can also level down in a transitional phase. You can also not transition. See, people think when they go through a transitional phase, it's a given. And they think it's a given, and they think just because they're in it, they're going to come out better, or they're going to come out winning. No. Just because you're in a transitional stage does not mean you're going to come out fucking winning. You could come out worse than you fucking went in that bitch. You know? that does not mean that you are going to come out winning. Y'all got to understand that shit, you know? Because you're going to get tested. And I'm not talking about little ass tests like, nah, bruh. I'm talking about tested, like life or death situation. Family, love or death situation. Family relationship situations. I'm talking about friend or foe situations. I'm talking about girlfriend or ex situation. You're going to get tested. You're going to get tested. Right? And what you got to do is you got to stay true to yourself. Yeah. You got to stay true to yourself during these situations. Because that is how you go through them. That is how you pass them. Staying true to yourself. Because when you stay true to yourself, 9 times out of 10, those people that you lost will try to come back around when you pass that transitional phase, when you pass that test. 9 times out of 10, they're going to come back around. Get me? Right? 9 times out of 10, they'll be back. But when you go through this transitional stage, you're not even going to know if you truly even want them back in your life. Because you elevated to a point where you don't even see them the same. Because during this transitional stage, a lot of people will show their true colors and intentions. I went through a couple transitional stages in the past and stopped talking to a couple people. Like my mother, for example. My father, for example. I can't exactly put the exact dates when this shit happened, but I know there was transitional stages. And I know during them phases, it was like, yeah, you're not coming with me throughout this. I'm not going to be talking to you like that after I get through whatever I'm going through. Because that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta understand that you're not always guaranteed to come out better than you came in. But one thing that is guaranteed is you will learn from every single one of them. You will learn from every single one of them because life is about what? Learning and getting better. So you will learn from all of these phases. Understand that. But just because you learn don't mean that you're going to come out better. That does not mean that you're going to come out better. You could come out stronger, but understand that if you don't stay true to yourself and keep doing what you're supposed to do throughout these phases, you will lose your life. You will lose money. You will lose businesses. You will burn bridges. Because when I say that you're getting tested, I mean you're getting tested. And basically, to reword it, what a transitional phase is is your trials and your tribulations. And nobody on the outside will know what you're going through except for you. Unless y'all two are really linked in and y'all are really tapped in like y'all supposed to be. Like me and my brother, like this nigga, sometimes he be knowing when I be going through my transitional phases and vice versa. Because we just got that mutual type of respect and understanding for each other. But 9 times out of 10, other people will not know when you're going through this transitional phase. It's up to you 100% to know when. And the signs of the transitional phase will be pretty much it's gonna feel like this. It's gonna feel like you're super close to success, that you can fucking feel it and you can grab it, you can imagine it. You're so close, but for some reason there's always a hiccup that knocks you back a little bit farther, or that pushes it back a little bit farther, that makes you wait just a little bit longer, 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 just a little bit longer. That's the transitional phase. Like in jail, I kept having my release date pushed back 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks. And I was in that bitch surviving. I was in that bitch real life surviving. So that's like the last transitional phase I could say I was in. And then after that, I was in a glowing phase. I came home and I was in glory, and I was glowing. And now I'm back in another transitional phase, same fucking shit. So don't try to correct me in the comment sections, cause y'all niggas be doing that fucking shit, bruh. But now I'm in another one where I'm trying to get my car. I'm trying to start up my business, my jewelry business. But really it's just trying to get my car, because once I have that, a whole nother world. Damn, this car sounds terrible. Once I have that, a whole wave of opportunities open up for me. As far as jewelry reselling, as far as networking with music, keeping my clothes up to date, keeping my house calls, my range of women expand. Everything expands, especially with the jewelry. That shit expands widely. So I was supposed to have my car in December, but it's just bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. Or even a car. I was supposed to get a car for a month and got scammed out of $2,000. Bullshit after bullshit after bullshit after bullshit. That's the transitional phase. And if you want to know if you're chosen, when you go through these, that means that you're chosen. Going through these type of phases in life. Because not everybody goes through these phases. You have to be chosen. I swear to God. Some people have an easy ass life. Like, this shit is simple for them. And they make their life harder. I promise you. They make their life harder. You know? It's not just coincidences that happen that fuck up. No. They make their life harder with the decisions that they make. And a lot of women do this shit. Not trying to be prejudiced or sexist, but a lot of women do this shit. They have perfect lives sometimes, and they put themselves in situations where bad things happen to them. And not saying that shit should happen to them at all, but it's like you gotta be more self-aware of your surroundings though, and who you are as a person, you know? But back on track though. Like I was saying, that's how you know, this is how you know if you're chosen. Because you're gonna go through this shit. You're gonna feel so close. You're gonna damn near be able to fucking taste the success. Bullshit. You're gonna get knocked right back. Yes, I'm telling you, that's just how it's gonna go. Bullshit, back up. you know? And doing all of this too at the same time, that's not the worst part. Doing all this at the same time, you're gonna get tested. Friends, family, business, people, for no fucking reason though. No fucking reason at all. You didn't do shit. You were just improving your life. That's all you're doing. And people start to act different. People start to move different. There's a line that becomes divided. People either love you or they hate you. But everybody's curious and everybody's interested and tuned in. Right? Like I said, if you're chosen, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't even gotta go too much into detail because we are experiencing the same shit, or we have experienced the same shit. Don't even have to go too far into detail about the shit, you know? But understand though, if you do what you're supposed to do during this time, staying consistent, showing up every day, keep doing what you gotta do so that you can do what you wanna do, you're gonna be good. Whatever it is that you got going on. Whatever it is that you got going on. Whatever. For me, I'm a barber. So for me, it's showing up every day. It's posting every cut. Promoting my jewelry every day. Staying consistent every single day. Staying on top of my shit every day. When I get my car, going to the gym every day. I could go to the gym now, but I'm not trying to waste no money on Ubers. Because that shit will fuck up my pockets, bro. And that's the shit I'm talking about. You're just going to get tested with dumb shit. You're going to get tested with shit that's just like, why? Why does it have to be this and it can't be that? Because it's a transitional phase. It's a test. You know? And that's why I said, it's going to be, it's no time limit to how long it is. But it could be a year. You know? It could be a couple of months. It could be 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. But after that phase, you will be better than you were before. Not all the time, but only if you stay consistent. If you stay consistent, you will come out better and stronger. Because there's a lot of times in jail when I could have crashed out and I could have lost my life. I could have got another charge. A lot of things could have happened, but I didn't. I stayed militant and I stayed consistent. You get me? That's why I be trying to tell y'all, if you decide that you want to go through this transitional phase and not give it your all and slack, it'll get dragged out way longer than it has to be. Or it'll stop. And you'll come out that joint worse than you even went in it. But life will start to be easier again. You know what I'm saying? Life will start to get better again. But at the same time, it's still a transitional phase though. You know? And only you will be able to see if you came out of that joint better or worse. Nobody else will notice. Nobody else will notice but you. Only you will be able to tell if you came out better or worse. Because only you are really honest with yourself. You know? Just imagine a butterfly in the cocoon. But it's an active cocoon. You're not just sitting there sleeping though. You're actively transforming. That's why I use Dragon Ball Z. Because when they charge up, and they do what they have to do, they transform mid fucking battle sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you have to do in real life. You got to be under attack, and you got to transform mid fucking battle. Straight up. You got to transform mid battle. But you come out stronger and better, and then you end up whooping the opponent's ass. You start whooping life ass for a little bit again. You like, man, this shit too easy. I'm getting sales. My car looking sweet. I'm looking fly as a bitch. Oh yeah, I'm looking sweet. That shit'll probably go on for like another year, maybe even 2 years, depending on how much work you really put in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 2 years. You know, but then it's gonna be another one. And only you know when that shit is happening. But this is what nobody really tells you about the grind. Is that a part of the grind, you're gonna go through transitional phases. And these are the most important because these are what causes the crash outs. These are what causes people to lose hope and motivation. This is what causes people to lose direction. This right here, the transitional phase, is what causes people to lose direction and to lose hope and to lose faith in themselves and in their dreams and their goals and everything. Because in this phase, it can really feel like either nobody believes in you. Do you even believe in yourself? When is this shit gonna be over with? It's a lot of thoughts that go through people's minds when they doing this, especially entrepreneurs. Like, all my people that work 9 to 5s, I was about to say, man, leave the chat, but I'm not even gonna say that though. But on some real shit though, shout out my entrepreneurs though, bro. Because I don't think y'all understand how hard it actually is to do this shit. To really believe in yourself 100%, gang. You get me? To believe in yourself 100%. Like, when you're an entrepreneur, there is no job that's just like, oh yeah, you gotta come to work or you're gonna lose your job. No. Nigga, you are the job. If you don't work today, you don't get paid today, nigga. There is no PTO. Fuck. There's no second chances with this shit, boy. You missed that first client. Oh, that's another month. You gotta wait to get your next one. You miss somebody important. Oh, that's another month. You gotta wait to get your next one. Being an entrepreneur, bro, hold up, y'all. People don't tell you, though. Nobody gonna tell you that shit, bro. For entrepreneurship, bro, you miss one person, bro. No problem. You miss one person, that's your ass. That's your rent. Nigga, that's your rent. You miss 2 people, that's your rent. Because I'm speaking in the terms of, you got some people out here that got businesses that one job is $1,200. That's what I'm saying, bruh. Y'all don't understand this shit, bruh. That's your fucking ass. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all gotta understand that shit, bruh. I had to check my phone. But, yeah, like I was saying, though. Y'all gotta understand, bruh. One person, bro, that's your ass, nigga. That's it. You getting kicked out your crib. Your car note not getting paid, gang. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want y'all to understand, bro. And another transitional phase is actually becoming an entrepreneur. Is actually doing that and taking that leap. You know what I'm saying? And really becoming that. That's a transitional phase for sure that you're gonna go through. Like, that's a definite one. And another one is having a child. But there's a lot of other ones that people go through that like differentiate because everybody got different lives and shit like that. But those are ones for sure that every person that is an entrepreneur, every person that has a child is going to go through. And the reason that those happen is because realistically, we are not supposed to be working for this shit. We are supposed to be creating. We are supposed to be and create. We're not supposed to be fucking... Hold up, y'all. Let me take a sip out of this Red Bull. I don't drink no more. This is Red Bull. We're not supposed to be sitting here fucking working for nobody. Working all our fucking life to get fucking chump change to sit in our house. No. We were supposed to been have robots working for us. Doing all this shit. Doing all this labor for us. We wasn't supposed to be doing shit. Y'all don't understand that though. Y'all don't understand that. And that's what I need y'all to understand. You cannot give a fuck what nobody thinks about you. Because the same niggas that's gonna talk shit about you, the same niggas that's gonna talk shit about you is the same niggas, hey, don't do no weird shit, bro. I'm just fixing my belt. The same niggas that's talking shit about you is gonna be the same niggas that congratulate you when you pull up in that S550. Then the same niggas and the same bitches that laughed at you, it's gonna be the same people that sitting up there congratulating you. The same people sitting up there congratulating you. The same people up there stroking your ego, make you feel like the man. Bitches make you feel like the man and shit like that. The same people. I gotta understand that. The same people. For instance, right now, I don't drink no more. But everybody used to know me as the fucking alcoholic. Right now, I'm sitting over here talking to my phone, and I'm drinking what looks to be a fucking drink, but it's a Red Bull. And they probably think I'm drunk as shit, but whole time, I'm not. I'm actually sober as fuck. And I'm actually, probably think I'm on the phone yelling at somebody, but I'm speaking positivity and motivating my viewers. That's why I tell y'all, stop giving a fuck what people think. Because most people just have a hive mind. Most of these niggas are hive-minded people. They follow people. They follow the hive. They follow the narrative. They go back to work. Not saying don't go back to work, but if you're gonna go to work, bro, like, have a fucking game plan how to get out of that shit. Don't just be mindlessly at work or then be mad. Don't just be mindless and then be at work and mad that you're at work. No, start coming up with a game plan to get out of work. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use my ex for example. She hates going to work, but I think she hates going to work because she sees how stable I am as an entrepreneur. And she's been with me for 3 years, 4 years. And she sees how stable I am, how I can go to jail, I can leave for months and come back and still have a stable job. And I think she's mad because she doesn't understand how to do that. And she doesn't want to ask me to teach her how because of ego and shit. But it's like, I could teach you, but you're going to have to find some shit that you really like to do, though. You know? That's why I said it's a transitional phase, because that shit right there changed me as a person when I decided I'm not going to work for nobody else ever the fuck again. I'm never working for anybody else. That's when that shit changed. And that turned me into a different person. And it made me better than I was before. Hope y'all got that. Hope y'all understood the purpose of the video. I was talking like I was on live or some shit, but I hope y'all understood that. I love y'all. Catch y'all in the next one, boys.